Hey, what's popping, guys? Jalan here, coming back with another episode of the weekly recap. Today, currently, is April 29, 2019, and it's going to be episode 69 of the weekly recap. Without further ado, let me get a sip of water. I love water. Anyway, let's get back to the normal routine. Some of the things I did this past week at work honestly was a quite slow week. We didn't have any releases. Actually, we I think we had one release that came out this past week, as opposed of like 500 billion ones that we've been doing for the past couple of weeks. And everything worked, smoothly. The release only had a very few and little minor changes, so everything worked as expected. And I think some of our developers were working with our customers to support some of the issues that they were having and to elaborate on the limitations of our current software and working to find a better solution for that. So that's pretty much all I did at work. We're just focusing on testing. All my CI stuff ran as expected, and everything worked. So switching gears to some of the things I've learned this past week, I've listened to the audiobook "The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F" by Mark Manson. To be honest, I don't know what I can't really remember what I retained from that because it was a lot of information and it's been a crazy weekend. Yeah, I think from what I understand, it's an awesome book for all the people who gives a lot of F about everything. And I certainly have recognized that 99.9% of the stuff that I give an F about, I shouldn't give an F about. And a lot of things that are holding me back from doing the things I want to do, whether from people's judgments to what color or what's the delivery time of my mail. Just those little things that just comes up and it eventually builds up to a point where you feel like you give a lot of F about everything that's happening in your life, whereas those things just doesn't really matter. I don't really care about majority of stuff. So it's an awesome read or listen to all the people out there, and I highly recommend it. I think he has a new book coming out, if I remember correctly. I'm definitely gonna be checking that out. Um, so super super awesome and productive week on audiobooks, and I also listened to Jay Shetty's um, three ways of three ways to know how long it takes to fall in love. Um, yeah, I think everyone's different with building relationship with people. It takes uh, different time frames, and things will never work um, the way that you expect it to. So, and the scenarios and circumstances are all different. So, just learning how to develop a meaningful relationship with people and how to learn to take it slow and not be super fast and mistakenly um, fall for something that it's not going to be ever long lasting. So it's always something good with Jay's podcast, and he interviews a variety range of people, and I really love his content from everything to movie star actors or actresses to Olympians to just people from all walks of life, and just sharing wisdoms and how to live a more fulfilling life and build meaningful relationships and how to become better everything that we do. Because you know going back to the not giving an F, is that you know, we're only here for so long that, you know, even if you're not here or you're unfortunately not here tomorrow, the world is still going to happen. You know, people are still going to go back to the same routines, and nobody really gives an F about your existence, really. So you just gotta make the most out of that and stop giving so much F about everything and just live the best way that you can. So that's pretty much all I've learned in terms of learning in podcasts. Switching gear to what I've done this past weekend, had volleyball. Really, nothing much to say about that. And had basketball on Sunday. Had 9 games. I was running from 9 to 6. Holy cow! It was exhausting. It was exhausting. I think one of the biggest takeaway that I had yesterday was happened in one of the fourth grade games. I think this fourth grader taught me something that I think will stick with me for the rest of my life. Is that he taught me something about honesty. So what that meant was that during the middle of the game, he committed a violation on a play that I didn't catch on to, and he could have just went with it because I didn't see what happened, but instead he stopped the game. He picked up the ball and shouted, or shouted that he committed the violation right in the middle of the game. Now that's something that I've never seen before, and it was just so touching to me that someone who is 10 years old or whatnot was so honest about such little matter that it was so irrelevant, to most people. I think 99.9% of the people will just go with it, and I think even some of the parents or coaches shouted in the middle of the games that I didn't call it, the ref didn't call the violation, just go with it. But he was so brave and honest enough to admit his mistakes and to admit something that is so irrelevant in a sense, but yet it really speaks a lot about how he was raised and his integrity and his character, which I thought was really, really rare coming from a fourth grader. And after the game, I walked up to him and I want to show my appreciation for his honesty. I want to ask him why he did what he did, and he gave me the answers that I just wanted to admit my mistake. I just feel like I wanted to do it, and I commented on the fact that what he did was so powerful, and that things like that, he's gonna go far in life. And if he keeps up with that same mentality, with the same character and quality that he have shown me just from that single play, I really, really believe that he'll go far, and he is a special person. And that really touched me. And just speaking for me, I'm feeling a little bit emotional. So, wow, it's just really amazing to see someone who is that young to have such high character and quality in them that I only wish I did when I was younger. So it really, really touched me. And I think that will stay with me for a very long time. So I'm really, really grateful for him, man. And I can't wait to see. It's not that I don't know if our path will ever cross it again, but I just know that he will go far, and then I really wish him the best, and I can't be more excited about what the future holds for him. So that's pretty much all I want to touch on this weekly recap, and really feel inspired by that story and his actions. So I love everything about him and his character. So pretty much all I want to touch on. Hope everybody had an awesome weekend. Today's Monday. Go out there and crush. Hopefully they have crushed. You have crushed your Monday already, and continue to crush every single day and live the best life you can. And just be great. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.